Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sandbox Game live stream for Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. My name is Joseph the Vision X Matting, and alongside me, through the magic of the internet, is your Zen-like patient man, waiting on me to come up with a nickname. That's what you waited for today, folks, because I couldn't think of something funny. Alex, Alex Florez, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, Joseph. Thank you.
Good to hear, Alex. Since it is a Wednesday, each and every Wednesday, right here on youtube.com, twitch.tv, Theta, DLive, Facebook, and twitter.com/the Sandbox Game. We fix that for you,
Twitter's
folks.
back.
We play the games that you uploaded to the Sandbox Game Maker Gallery, and we will give you feedback to help get those games ready for the metaverse. The games we'll be playing today were submitted for the Game Jam, so we get to have some fun with some high quality content here for you folks. If you're watching live with us today, you have a special opportunity. During this stream, feel free to ask us anything from questions about the Game Maker software, maybe Vox Edit for asset creation, questions about the metaverse, or anything else that you want to know about. We will answer the question live unless we cannot answer that question live. And if we cannot, then please click on the social channels in the description below this video. Tag us after the show on Discord, Telegram, Twitter, or any of our other great platforms, and we will get that answer out to you. If you're watching this later over on youtube.com, you might want to join us each and every Wednesday starting at 2100 UTC, because those watching live have the unique opportunity to win a Wizzy the Blue NFT right here on this stream. We'll give you more details on that later. Stick with us, because right now, Alex has something on the screen. Alex, what's up first today?
All right. Well, I was asked by Smobbler Studios to play their Game Jam entry. Now, Joseph pointed this out. Smobbler, you did a no. You're supposed to say Game Jam glitch at the beginning of your game title. That is not enough to be disqualified from the Game Jam. No worries there. It just helps us find these games faster, so don't forget to do that. And good grief, we should just get rid of Facebook entirely. So much spam from Facebook these days.
I'll ding them out as they're coming through.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So, Smobbler said that I'm not allowed to bleep anything in the game, but this is a family-friendly channel, Smobbler. So I don't know. We'll play it by ear. I don't want to be swearing in front of my mom, because she sometimes jumps into these streams. You wouldn't do that to a guy, would you? All right. So this is Poetry in My Memory by Smobbler Studios, a poem-driven fantasy RPG revealing the struggles of the protagonist dealing with dementia. So this should be pretty deep. We'll see.
Interesting.
Oh yes, bleep it. Oh, you're telling me to bleep it. Okay, thought you were telling me to not bleep it. Okay. Okay, I can bleep it, or I may do some creative
writing.
Yeah.
Right on the spot. Yes.
We'll see. All right, we got some music.
It's been exciting so far. I don't know if you guys saw. I shared a tweet at like 3:30 in the morning my time last night. I finished the news piece that'll come out tomorrow, and I was like looking over here at my camera software for streaming and recording and things like that, and I saw the look on my face, and I think my glasses were like down here, and my hair was very like bleh in my face, and I was like, this has been a long day, Joe. Like, so there's so many great games that were submitted already. And let me get it. Darn it, Facebook. Kate Casey has a man's face. This is not. You're not a real person, Kate Casey.
Looks like there's one from Twitter there also. Now this is interesting. The avatar here is the same color as the wall, so it looks like they're clear. And they do. The player does go clear when they get close enough to the camera. But that is a cool, slightly disconcerting and an interesting effect there that I haven't seen anybody do that before. So that's a pretty neat effect. Maybe a metaphor for the slipping of one's identity. And it looks like we're in the bathroom here. We can interact. Blood stains on my right hand, wood chips, sand, water-soaked pants. Did things got out of hand. It seems maybe we don't know our own name. Oh, it opens now. All right, we got a quest. The Penthouse. Explore the entire house and interact with objects. Pay attention for clues. Okay. Mirror. What day is it? I need to find out. It could be minutes, hours, or even days since I blacked out. Is that air freshener? On the floor, unsealed bottle of pills. Memantine? Could it explain why I feel ill? I'm not sure. I don't know what that might be. The name of a drug in another country. That maybe is called something else where I'm from. Let's see. What else we got going on
Jim.
here?
Crypto Sauce. This is a game made by Smobbler Studios. What's the title again, Alex? Poetry in My Memory.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. I actually have it written down next to me, but my phone
Right,
was on
yeah,
top
I
of
was
it.
like, I have a spreadsheet of all of the games that were submitted for the Game Jam, and this one's highlighted. So I'm like, yes,
Okay.
that's what it is.
So this closet opens and closes, but there's nothing there. Can we open this? We can. Does the clock do anything? Clock doesn't do anything. A portrait of me
Do
on the
remote
wall
control.
with my wife? What is wrong with me? It's tough to recall.
Oh. Real quick, Alex, we have a question in the chat that I want to hit.
Sure.
It says, do we know which part of the land will be opening for the sale tomorrow? So if you guys don't know, in, I don't know, like 15 hours, 49. Nice. I did good quick math. The Summer Jam sale will begin with the first of 5 straight weeks of land sales. What that means for you is a portion of the map at the very top. If you go over to sandbox.game and you look at the map at the very top, you'll see a portion of that map will unlock today. Today's portion that will unlock is wave number 1, which centers around the Hash Masks logo and the Zed Run logo. So you can see in that area, there's a bit of a thicker white outline border, and that represents what will unlock today. So you'll see, looks like 1, 2, 3, 12 by 12s will go on auction in OpenSea, 2 6 by 6, and 2 3 by 3s, and then all of the space in that area will also come open when the timer hits 0. So I'll be doing another live stream. Smobbler says, read the calendar, Alex. I don't know if you saw that.
Read the Oh, in the game? I'm showing the map right now, so.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. So
I was like, what calendar? There's a calendar on here?
I'm looking at the map as I say it, but all the 1x1 spaces will open up, as well as the premium lands, and that is on a first come first serve basis. So I'll be live streaming 2 hours before and going through into the launch and beyond for about 30 more minutes after the opening of the sale. I'll be live with that, so you guys will be able to talk about how to best optimize your network and that sort of thing. Get your best chance to secure a land here today. If you miss it, though, of course you can hold on to it, because next week, hold on to your sand. There's going to be another group that opens for 5 straight weeks, so you'll have a nice opportunity to pick some up if you miss it today.
So am I just reading the fact that it says June and that it has way more than motorcycle going by? The fact that it says June, it has way more than 30 days on there? Or is there... there doesn't seem to be an interactable thing to... Oh, wait. It's technically on the plant. A marked calendar on the wall, June 16th. It bears no significance at all.
Sure it doesn't. The fact that he pointed it out makes me think that this is not true. Pepin asks, weird question, but how does the booking system work again? So Pepin, how the booking system works is that the first user to click on a land and click book gets the opportunity to purchase that land. After a certain amount of time, if you didn't purchase the land uh, and you didn't manually cancel your transaction, the land will reopen up. Um, in recent sales, that's been about 2 hours. So these could get booked very quickly. But what could happen is that a user could get excited. Let's say that you had 2,000 sand and you thought that was enough for 2 properties. You'd be short 22 sand to do that. So you would only be able to buy one, but you may have a second one booked. And they'll sit booked for about 2 hours, and then they'll re-unlock for anyone to pick up. So essentially, you know, you're reserving in order for yourself to have time to open up your MetaMask, click the transaction, and click accept. That said, and I'll go over this a bunch later, if you don't use an appropriate amount of gas, there have also been instances in the past where when we launch something, maybe another product launches something in the same hour, and gas rate explodes. It goes from 10 to 100 Gwei for a single transaction, right? If that is the case, then if you didn't choose the right amount of gas, you may end up in a situation where your transaction does not get approved for the full 2 hours. And if that does happen, then your booking would still expire and somebody else would still have a chance to pick it up. So we'll be going over live kind of what the going Gwei rate is and kind of going from there. 20K is probably enough for how many is that, math?
For premium?
If you were looking at just regular lands, you could potentially book and buy 19.78 lands. But given the amount
0.78.
of yeah, you can't
I would just
buy
say
fractional
19
pieces of
after,
lands because they're
yeah.
not fungible. Yeah. But yeah, sorry, I just quickly pulled the calculator. But the fact is, you probably wouldn't be able to click on 19 different lands and click book in the same amount of time that all of them get booked. So, if you've got 20,000, maybe you could get one of those auctions for a 3x3. Potentially, I'm not sure how the 3x3 rate goes. But you could definitely get yourself a couple of lands, and the premiums will be less than that as well. So if you like the NFTs that are included with your land NFT on the premiums, then you could pick those up. The Medium article does highlight some of the NFTs that will be available in the sale with the premium lands if you like these sort of things. Wow, that Zed horse statue is giant, Alex.
19 meters. I broke the
preview.
rules a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm looking at this
Go big or
preview
go
that
home.
they put up on the Medium article, and Alex's avatar is waving, and it's like this compared to the statue.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's crazy massive.
Yeah.
It's a very nice looking horse, but...
Well, that model comes courtesy of Zed Run. It is based on theirs. I did have to do a lot of fussing with it for the geometry to make it within
Sure.
our standards, but it does come from their model exactly. So it is an official representation of the Zed Run horses.
Yep.
But yeah, it's pretty tall. It's taller than the tallest building, I think, that is currently available as a basic item.
Nice.
In the Game Maker, which are about 16 meters. So it'll just slightly go over your buildings. All right, back to the game.
All right.
Yes, a set of keys, one for a car, one for me to get out of this place and maybe drive somewhere far. All right, we collected the key. So it should be... Oh, well, it doesn't show up in our quest items. I don't know if that was supposed to be that way or not. We will find out if that worked. It did leave behind a... This is not Smuggler Studios' fault. It does leave behind the button icon for interacting, which is a little distracting.
Thanks.
Something we need to take a look at. I do love this desk with the tiny little person on it. It is so cute. I love these little...
It's like a little pop vinyl looking...
Yeah, yeah. And it's got a drawing of it too. So it's got a little blueprint. Well, it's behind Joseph's head. There you go. Let's see if we can line it up right next to the avatar's head there.
I like how
It's got
long
a.
it took me to dodge out of the way. Pepin also asks, do I get NFTs with an estate? You do not. I mean, you get the land NFTs, of course, but you don't get the premium NFTs. Those are reserved just for the premium spaces. So if you're interested in those, look at picking up one of the premium space that are marked.
There doesn't appear to be anything here on the balcony. Yeah, those desks. I think desk assets are some of my favorite assets. When I set up the test that we use for the Creator Fund, I made that one of the items that we ask of new incoming artists for them to make, is not a desk specifically, but their ideal workspace, whether that means more loud vehicles passing, whether that means their desk where they put their computer, or an artist table, or a pottery wheel, or a kitchen counter for cooking, like whatever space they feel the most creative in, that's what they're assigned to make as part of their test to become a Creator Fund artist. And some of my most favorite assets in the marketplace have come from those test results, because people really seem to enjoy creating these ideal workspaces for themselves, and it's just lovely to see. Nice little candles. Let's see. Oh, okay, there's a door. Ooh, a little theater. These chairs are nice. I want to know who made these. I don't know if Smobler made a lot of assets for this or not. These chairs are really pretty. I don't think we can watch anything on the screen, though. Where's the projector hiding?
Should make it a green screen. And you can just plant yourself into the game.
Old newspaper, medical bills, brochures, ways to prevent dementia, video games, and a couple rounds of trivia.
It's interesting that there's an occasional number in the text.
Yeah, sometimes the I's are replaced by ones. Yeah. Not always.
Yeah.
I'm not. I hope that's not a clue, because I'm not keeping track.
I do feel like that's going to come into play sometime, somehow later, just based on the fact that it's there, sprinkled in.
This avatar just needs a sit command.
Pepin, you could theoretically book multiple lands, but once again, if you don't have enough sand, then you kind of run into that issue. Also, if you don't approve those transactions at the right time, fast enough, you do risk the opportunity for your booking to expire. Ryan Weiss says, as a landowner, can I rent out gallery space on my land to other artists? Like, if I build a little village, could each building be rented? Ryan, currently the way that the system is going to work is that an NFT is the thing that you essentially rent. So the land technology, how it works is that it serves as a wrapper for all of the NFTs that you put inside the wrapper, and then you mint that along with the code of the game or experience that you make. So you can't rent a slice of an NFT because it is non-fungible. So you just have to rent the NFT if you wanted to do that.
0.6 ETH should be enough for a lot of gas fees.
Yeah, for now, that's fine. Yeah, even on a crazy day, that would be plenty.
Yeah. An email, June 10th. Who is Susan? She wrote, I'll drop Harry at 11 in front of your door. You two have fun.
Currently, the GUI rate, which could change at any given second, is about 15, which means a Uniswap swap is about $5, and that's roughly the same complexity of a transaction. So you need $5 worth of ETH if it was to happen at this second. But we'll hit that more later, Pepin, if you join us right before the sale.
Some nice cars here. This is gorgeous. I think we're gonna start. We've started doing an internal document to do like a monthly best of from each artist in the Creator Fund. Something for like the upper management to see all the cool stuff the Creator Fund's making. And I kind of want to show that document because all the assets that would be in that document are public anyway. I kind of want to spend some time on Saturdays showing off some of those assets because I miss out on a lot of this stuff dealing with partnership stuff. I don't see all these really cool things. Love these cars. And I guess I have to jump down. There doesn't appear to be any other... Oh, I can't get up there. I am blocked. Oh, I can't jump over the edge either. There's a bunch of runes on the ground. They look like blocks, but they all have different letters on them. My dwarvish is a little rusty. Maybe I can get up here? Nope. What did I miss? What's over here? Oh, maybe I said the wrong thing. Because it asked me if that was funny or if that was sad. And I said it was sad because, I don't know, unpaid medical bills on the floor. That sounds sad to me. Maybe I'm supposed to say that's funny. Nope. That didn't say anything. So I don't know where the front door is. Let's go back up here. See if we missed something. Maybe this thing? Nope, still can't go through that. Minutes, hours, or even a day. Well, there's the clock here that doesn't seem to do anything. And there's the calendar. June 16th.
Oh, yes. Enzo, if you have subtitles turned on, yes, your assets need to be in the marketplace in order for another user to use them to create a game. So very soon we will be opening up all accounts to be able to publish art in the marketplace, but just not yet as NFTs.
With the flying jump. Nope. So clearly I'm not supposed to jump off the cliff. Can't get there. What am I missing? Driver's side of the blue car. Oh, wait, I just saw... It wiggles. It turns opposite of the camera. Oh, because it's going to the edge of the screen. That's why. I was seeing the dot that's here, wherever that is, up there. Driver's side of the blue car. Okay, so that's kind of hard to... Like, I did go by here before, but I didn't see the interact. So maybe that's a little difficult to find. A memory suddenly flashed. There's a wallet in the room upstairs with licenses and a badge. Room upstairs. Let's see which room that is. Whoa. That was creepy.
Oh, there's a lot of you.
Who are these people? Them faces look as pale as ghosts. I didn't have anything creative for that one.
Will Sandbox usernames ever be bought and sold, similar to other crypto-based companies?
I hope not.
I don't believe so. There's much better ways to do that these days. companies like Blizzard Entertainment figured out that you can essentially just have an associate, or Discord for that matter. You could have any name you want as long as there's a pound sign / hashtag 1234 at the end. You can kind of avoid all those issues. So
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that.
I remember this one looks like grandma. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that owning usernames is necessarily stupid. I think there's some interesting things that you can do with that, but it's not something that interests me particularly, and something that I would be kind of discouraged by its presence, I think, because I feel like that puts the focus of ownership on something that's not particularly useful, I guess. Like, I would much rather people be able to, it's not particularly creative. Like, coming up with a name is a creative process, and it's frustrating when somebody else already owns that name, and you may have a totally different way of using it. Oh, the calendar moved. Oh. Let's talk to the mailman here. This one looks like Uncle Danny, who died while delivering posts. That's sad. There's a thing on the floor. Oh, that's probably the wallet. Alright. Let's see what the calendar says. The calendar. Did it change? July 19th. No, what was it? Let me remember for a bit. It was June 16th before. Oh, something unlocked. I'm guessing something over here. Oh. Maybe I just needed the driver's license. I'm not sure what that unlock noise was for. The bookshelves. There's the shoes. Oh, was there something on the bookshelves before? I don't remember if there was something on the bookshelves. Or is it different bookshelves? There's other bookshelves. This bookshelf? No, I already or did the bookshelves unlock? Is that whoa, ha, ha. Nice.
So it's an interesting thing, Smobler, and you've seen these streams time and again. You kind of have a decent idea of what we do regularly. If you feel like you're in a place where in text you want to guide Alex to make this experience smooth, or to like it's not happening at a pace that you would expect a user to play it at, then that typically indicates that there needs to be some other kind of pointer for your user, right? As I mentioned before, maybe a highlight, maybe a shine, maybe sometimes a very obvious actual pointer that says this is where you go. For some users, they've used like fireflies or open signs, things like that. So if you feel like I say, if it's not happening at the right pace, then just keep that in mind. I assume you'll probably end up tweaking this game if there's anything left to tweak, and put it into the metaverse at some point and let all the users experience it there. So same goes, of course, with anyone else who's watching. If you have a game and we play it here, or you want feedback about it, you can always submit that feedback. We'll play it live. We'll try to break it. We'll try to have fun with it. And as you're watching, we've had many different users who have enjoyed seeing some critiques, and it's helped them in the long run. Greenview Media. My Spanish is quite limited. In fact, I could read Enzo and what they had to say. I could read that pretty clearly, but I couldn't be 100% certain that what I read was what I read, so I'll still use a translator to make sure something doesn't get lost in my mind. And that has a lot to do with the way English versus Spanish puts positioning of words. It's typically like for me backwards, and I assume for somebody who speaks Spanish backwards, because I'll put every like the nouns or pronouns might be in the wrong place, things like that.
Oh no.
But yeah,
Did I break it?
it's not bad. My favorite, or really the only phrase that I can say in Spanish is how to tell people to get to the Spanish language prompt. Para español, prima el dos. Uh, just because I did so much, so many customer servicey kind of
I
roles.
caught that
in the
reference.
past. Yes.
Now, Smobler, did I break it? Because I said no to that. Oh, there's a pirate poster here. That wasn't there before, was it? I don't remember this being here. I'm pretty sure that wasn't there. So I said no to the panic room thing. Now am I not able to do that anymore? That was there the whole time? I totally did not see it before. It's possible to miss
Go
things.
down the elevator.
It doesn't respond to me anymore. That's why I was asking if maybe I broke it. All the people disappeared, but I said no to the question here, and now when I interact with it, doesn't do anything. But I think
yeah, and this kind of goes back to something that I mentioned
do a quick
on
reset.
most of these, is that and it's okay, it's fine. You know, that's kind of the point of these, is that we do play test it. You know, it's a shame that we didn't get a chance to do it before it was submitted for the game jam, but of course you can always iterate on this for when you do want to put it into the metaverse. And this is why we typically want to have, as game developers, a second account, and then you just exclusively play test on this account that isn't the one you developed on, because things can happen unexpectedly, and it doesn't matter how big a studio you are. This is always the case, where things will happen that you weren't thinking were going to happen. So got soft lock playtesting a few games because of the restart function. Okay. The bold combo, let's see, might have been missed when I last asked. Will I see lands being booked in real time on the map tomorrow during the sale? You will. And no, you do not need to refresh the page at the launch. It does just go live. But in order for you to have your best chance for that to operate as expected, I would recommend that you join me a little bit early on the live stream. At least 45 minutes, you know, just to talk about optimizations. Some of them involve your at-home Wi-Fi network, that sort of thing. There we go. Look, you just whipped right through it, Alex. Nice.
I skipped all the reading we've already done.
Yeah, very good.
The lobby. Oh, it goes back up.
Ooh. Run.
Okay, so we got some numbered rooms. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. And let's see. Empathy. A glitch in your brain is affecting your world and the metaverse inside and out. Are you ready to go in a deep dive and learn what this is about? Well, that wasn't really a... Oh, I heard something unlock. Which one unlocked? I'm guessing probably number 1.
Oh, Pepin, we will do a giveaway. Yes. I'll probably pop it up within the next 10 minutes here.
Graves of the Brave.
Hello, Orange Bag Lady in the chat. Hello, IT Android.
Orange Bag Lady?
That's the username over on youtube.com. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I see it now. I didn't see it at first.
It's not an insult.
Graves of the Brave.
I promise, it's who they are.
got a little tomb thing going on here. All right, we got some signposting. Oh, hello. Somebody was partying a little bit too hard at Halloween. Memory fragment encoding. Okay. Nice. Got another memory fragment. Okay, so we have to collect 30 of them. Whoa. Okay. New objective. The Fearmongerer. Find, pick up, and equip the Fearmongerer. Okay, sounds like it's a sword, probably. Oh, cool. Alright, so at first this looked like it was going to be a kind of insular level, almost like a Gray Labs kind of, or Gray Station, I mean, where you're kind of like all inside like one big house, but this seems to have like opened up into an interesting kind of multi-pathed. Whoa, what was that? I just I don't know what that was. I just suddenly teleported to the roof of the chapel here. I have a feeling that was related to the asset, not to the layout. I don't know. I can't do it again. That was interesting. Okay, just a little collision silliness there. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, some more arrows pointing me around. We've got Big Ben doing the shimmy shake, and light pouring from the ceiling here. Oh, we got some mini golf. I almost feel like this game, so it would destroy that moment when you see all the same looking avatars as yourself, but this game could benefit from possibly being in first person, because there's a lot of detail to look around at, and sometimes it's easier to see it in first person. What is this? Is it a broken bell? It's making me think of Coco. After all those little ofrendas and...
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what's this? What's down here? I feel like I shouldn't pick it up.
But
The
it's
golden
sacred.
pendant.
Heck yeah. Wait,
Well, unless
Oh.
it was a quest item, and then maybe I shouldn't
is
have it.
that one of the encoding memory fragments?
Oh, can I drop things
Or-
now? No, I can't drop those.
Okay.
Did it
let's see.
count as a memory fragment?
I don't think so. I guess I just didn't have a good understanding of what's going on there. I was busy reading the chat and doing
it's
that sort
okay.
of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about doing this, Alex, and users in the chat, give me some feedback on this. I got a message from our marketing director just a little bit ago talking about some of the themes that they've seen for streams. And one of those themes includes kind of giving like a fun sandbox related border around the outside space to kind of make it a little more clear and easy for you to see UI elements, where maybe we could put the chat inside that border. We can put Alex and myself a little bit less on the screen. Maybe you could see again like right now I'm covering the inventory press I button, right? The
How
thing this
dare
is new to
you.
the channel at the top is covering what release version we're in, that sort of thing. So to be able to, yes, Orange Bag Lady, everyone has made the game that you're seeing right now. And so specifically over on YouTube, user Smobler Studios made this game. So you could make a game just like this using the Game Maker tools totally free. You can check it out right now on sandbox.game. You could download it, play around. It does take some time, but when it's done, it's super satisfying to see a game like this and we will play it live if you want some feedback about that game.
There are some assets, which are the basic ones that come with the game maker, which are made by our staff specifically. So like this dirt, or kind of like brown rocks, and the grass, some of these like bushes and trees, come with the game maker. But I would say probably a majority of the interesting looking things that you've seen here today are from our creator fund, or by the person who made the game itself. I'm not sure if Smobler responded when I asked. I didn't really ask, but I said that maybe Smobler Studios made some of the assets here. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph might know if Joseph
Some of them
approved
were submitted, yes.
Okay.
Not the one in particular that you pointed out that was a chair, so I didn't kind of.
Oh yeah.
But
it's
yes,
such a comfy looking chair. I want that chair. Yeah. So it's either made by the person who made the game or by artists on the platform, for the most part. I'm not sure I'm supposed to take this way up, but it's a fun way to get to the top.
Looks like I have to sign in again to my Googles. My Google.
I was gonna say it sounded kind of like Scrooge McDuck there.
Yeah, I gotta verify it's me real quick before I can make that new form. Sorry about that, folks.
Oh, no.
Real quick. So I'm gonna answer two questions that came up in chat and/or comments really quickly. First, Mems2946 over on Twitch asked, Sandbox for Educators has an event going on. And this is an event where you can essentially get Sandbox Certified to say, I think that's the event tomorrow. Forgive me. I do have the news piece coming out tomorrow that talks about this. So if it's not, spoiler alert, this is coming soon. You can get Sandbox Certified by learning the skills that you need to use the game maker and box edit and such through our partnership with participate.com. We have been featuring streams from Participate bi-weekly here on this page as we host their events but don't live stream them directly. So follow Inside Participate on twitch.tv if you're interested in doing that, and look up for more details directly from them. I think they already have a tweet out, but if they don't, then my bad, spoiler alert, also all of that sort of stuff. Then Molten PT says, do you think that since this game requires you to use crypto, asterisk, important, I'm going to come back to that, that would be an entry barrier for many people who play video games but don't engage with crypto? Also, are many younger people interested in games that obviously would have that entry barrier? Again, asterisk, I'm coming back to that. What is your opinion? First of all, it is not a requirement to use cryptocurrency in order to play the Sandbox. Just right away, I would point out that we are play to earn, which is to say that you can play without having paid. So you don't need to have the barrier to entry that is paying for crypto, because you don't have to pay to be able to play. Many of these things are totally free to do. All the things that our internal teams that were sponsored by the Foundation Fund are developing, these are free to play. So keep that in mind. All the social hubs, all that sort of thing, you don't have to worry about that. If you're participating, you can, however, be earning sand. Now, let me get to the second half of that question. I asked my daughter, who is very interested in the multi-billion-dollar total market cap Roblox. She was playing Roblox. She is now 11 years old. I said to her, you bought this Roblox skin. Would you be interested in the idea of being able to sell it to somebody else when you were bored of it, when you didn't like the skin anymore? And then she said, yeah, that'd be really cool. And I said, well, what if there was a company that allowed you to do that, right? And started talking about the Sandbox. And then she was like, when can I play this game? Just immediately.
Oh, no.
I mean, obviously, I do this 9 to 5. Like, oh, Alex is gonna...
I got myself in a bit of a pickle there.
That was a pickle there, yes. So, she was very intrigued by this idea. Because she knows, like, we bought her like a $50 gift card for all the Robux or whatever. And she was trying to get what she could get with that. And once she had it, it was like, okay, now you're out, right? You're done. And then not only that, but you can't earn this. And I was like, you could literally earn money by playing the same video game you're already playing, right? Essentially, if you were into the sandbox to begin with. And she was just like, sold, done. Like, when is this out? I'll drop the other game because this makes more sense. And then I told her, like, you can make your own thing. You can make your own game right now and don't even worry about it. And then she was pretty much like, yeah, it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? So she's not a creative type in that regard, but nonetheless, she was compelled by the idea that she wouldn't be wasting her time creating, or you know, buying something that she couldn't sell or use later. So,
Well, for some reason, I can't pick up the Fearmonger. Maybe because I did something out of order. Maybe because I hit the reset on the game, which can sometimes cause issues. But we're going to try to press on without that. Oh, there's a ladder over there. Ah, you see, I didn't turn the right direction to see the ladder. And by the point I would have gotten to that, I had already been up here because of the Big Ben allowing me to. Now, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to pick up the King's Repaired Bust statue. And I'm not sure where that is.
Greenview Media. The advantages to being Sandbox Certified. I think one of them is that it's very easy to kind of have a universally accepted terminology to say that. So when somebody is looking, like, I was talking to a user the other day. This user happens to be an ambassador. They happen to be in the metaverse. They jump in the metaverse and they realized all of the work that goes into making these games. And then they really realized how much space there is inside the metaverse. And I said, Ambassador, you own a 12 by 12 of lands, right? I believe I recall you purchasing that way early on. And they said, I do. And I said, so what are you thinking of putting into your worlds? And they said, I'm going to need help with that because they're huge. And I've got, 12 by 12, what is that? 100 and maths, 144 lands to build.
I know that
and
one.
Each land experience, if it was well built, would be a couple months probably to make your own nice custom assets and get everything going. So they were like, yeah, I need help. I need other game developers that are interested in doing it. And we talked about ways to, to introduce that principle, maybe finance the operation. If they couldn't be financed, get people motivated in other ways. Talked about a bunch of different stuff, but nonetheless,
there it goes.
The advantages would be you could get someone who does have that amount of space to realize, hey, you do have a clue, right? You're not just coming off the street brand new going like, I can do it. You kind of have a sort of a resume, just like any other certification does. Back in high school, I got Cisco System Network certified, and that's outdated now because obviously I'm not close to high school. Look at this old man. But that's just back then I could take that and I could go to like Verizon and say like, hey, I know how to do this, and then go network up your one example, like I did networking for a spa. Like they wanted everything redone in the entire building. Cool, done. And all they wanted was just for me to be like, I know how to do this and here's some proof.
So I'm still not figuring out I got the sword. I still haven't figured out where the king's statue is. Not sure how, Oh no, the statue is gone. It's important to open the gate up. That's not the pendant I picked up, right? Where's the statue supposed to be? There will be a Wizzy giveaway today. I don't know if Joseph's already sneakily submitted the form.
That's why my little noggin is turned off to the right. As I mentioned before I answered that question, I had to remake that form. And here we to refresh the page before it'll allow me to send a link.
Mhm. The one where the sword is.
Go.
Oh.
All right. Wizzy the Blue
Whoops.
link is in the chat, folks. So make sure you click on that link. If you're interested in winning an NFT for watching this stream today, this is your chance. Once again, there are now less than 100 NFT Wizzies available. And only one will be given away on this stream. A user can only win once. So if you have won a Wizzy the Blue, good news. We're halfway there to bringing your eligibility back. If you win one today, just keep that in mind that that is the only one you'll be able to win from these live streams. But it is a very exclusive and, dare I say, prestigious NFT to own.
All right, Smuggler.
NFT Hunt prize would be sent to the winners by updating the redemption page, I believe, but that usually takes a few weeks to do. We did streamline that process though, so hopefully it'll go.
So
For a second, I was like, "That door's a troll."
So Smuggler, can we check out the other areas since we can't progress there? The disappearance could have been because I hit reset on the game. That's happened with some stuff before. So just something to keep in mind. Is that a school bus? Like, okay, no, I see the sides of it now. So maybe we can try. Okay, it doesn't look like we can open these yet. Or maybe it opens from the other side. It's chronological. Okay. All right, so we'll try this again some other time and see if maybe the statue appears correctly when I don't hit reset. So just something to I wouldn't worry about it too much because if it was working for you when you tested it, then there's the potential that it could have just been the goofing around that I did. So we're going to check out something else. Let's see. Has anybody else mentioned anything to me about games we can check out? I haven't received any other messages, so
there
let's
was
see.
one, but it was way back in the chat. So if you want your game played right now, just put it in the chat real quick. We'll see if we can get a quick run at it real quick. Molten PT asks, will we have to pay gas fees to receive the NFT? You would, yes. Luckily, they're quite inexpensive right now, so it's great. I know I did for like the Smurfs and that sort of thing.
They might mean the Wizzy NFT.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have to for Wizzy the Blue, no.
Yeah. So if that's
Alex
a giveaway, yeah, I cover that cost because it's just sent as a gift. But any of the claimable assets, so if you participate in the liquidity staking and you get a reward from that, you do have to pay the gas fees to claim those.
Mm-hmm. And then Old G over on YouTube says, how can I change the land with somebody else that has a land in which I am interested? So Old G, you can purchase the land from them if that's what you mean, in a variety of ways, but most people use OpenSea.io for that. If you're talking about exchanging a land for a land, there is no truly safe way to do that, because currently on their marketplace, you don't have that option. You can just choose to pay for it. So unless you get that other user to agree to pay and then you pay for their land, that sort of thing, then there's no way to kind of guarantee a collateral for going like a land to land swap, because you guys are in opposite positions that you want to swap location.
All right, Andy Ritchie is suggesting the Undead Museum. He said page, oh, here it is. It's on page 6 now.
Okay.
So this is by Holly, one of our friends here in the. Has Holly been in the chat?
I will.
Sometimes Holly's in the chat.
Holly's not in there right now unless they just arrived. Roy Goob, I will stream tomorrow, yes, right before the land sale. I will be live right here on this channel.
All right. So only you can save some of the world's most treasured pieces of art from the zombie horde. All right.
real quick, I gotta answer this question by Chin Wicko. Hi, I purchased land with OpenSea, but can't figure out how to connect my land to my Sandbox account. Chin, make sure that the address that you purchased the land with on OpenSea is the same ETH address that you see when you click the Me section on sandbox.game. If it's not, then you would need to send the land from the one account that you just purchased it to your The Sandbox wallet. And keep in mind that that wallet is your wallet. It's never like actually ours or anything like that. Uh, you seem like you're flying, Alex.
I feel very
Am I
tall.
crazy? You
Well,
very tall.
you can set the camera height, and maybe that
Oh,
camera
okay.
height helps if there's like a horde of zombies around you. I just thought it was funny. I can't talk to this guy, whoever he is. Oh, he should be dead. He was dead when I played. Oh, he should be like that guy?
Interesting.
Huh. Maybe.
You know what? He's chilling.
Maybe.
He's like, hey, don't even stress about it. This guy on
Agent
the ground,
Carl?
not worried.
Well, he's not dead. This one's dead, though. Maybe there's just
You
something...
could hit that one while he was dead and he was taking damage.
Was he?
Yeah, I saw an HP bar when you backed up.
Oh,
If you
a
can
man
get
in
it,
black. Well. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he's alive. Maybe there's something goofy going on with my computer. If it's making other people's games glitch up and it's not glitching up for everybody else. All right, that door's not active there. World's smallest functional crane. Ooh,
Earth.
there's
He should
fires
be
going
dead.
on.
Odd. Ollie. Yes, Clankers, dead on. Says he's undead. Get him!
Ooh.
Get him!
That's fine. I'll get him. Oh. And he's gone. I didn't even see him go down. All right. Zombies. So it's a little difficult in first person to see the combat. Something to be aware of. Can you not see your charged attack when you're in first person?
Yeah.
I have no health. Okay. So do I... Okay, I just run into them.
Oh, okay.
I'm grabbing all of Holly's
Jim
paintings
says, pop in to say or to ask if you have time to play the Game Jam game and nothing to see. Maybe I'll make a note of that. I'll send it to you in a DM, Alex. So forgive this, didn't.
Badoop. Alright, I got most of the artwork from here. Oh, you can. You just have to like look down to see it. It's weird.
There we go. So Dane, we'll likely have to play that next week, but regardless, we will get to it.
Trying to do
Of course,
the
I'll be
roll
playing
attack
it.
in first person is weird.
Do a barrel roll.
I'm
Slap.
I'm just going all over the place.
Oh yeah, that is weird. Because you're just kind of like ducking and weaving through people, even though of course you know what it looks like when you're zoomed out.
Yeah. I don't know if this will be the case because it does change up the dynamic of games that you create, but the way it works in like Fallout is you'll be in first person. If you scroll back, it takes you into third person, and then you can go back into first person, so it gives you more control over how you see the game, which I already think is great in the third person that we can control the camera distance, but it would be kind of cool if we could get the best of both worlds. That's that guy doesn't look like a zombie. Whoop, I died.
All right, YouTube. Okay, YouTube. You did it again. Enzo. The approximate date of the alpha is in this summer period. but we'll have more details on that as they become available. Currently, we are doing some training for some live play and making sure that these games are highly polished, increasing the number of concurrent users that we can do by optimizing the code on the back end, making it work well, because we want to make sure that the game you play is a game that's fun and it's a good experience, and that you can play with as many of your friends as possible any time of day. So youtube.com, GG to you, because one of you has won a Wizzy the Blue NFT today. Who is it? User Ragnorian has won. So congratulations, Ragnorian. I'll be putting your name and ETH address into the distribution form, so those will get sent out soon. This pairs up with the winner from Monday, who also came from YouTube. Now YouTube's got 4 in a row. Good job, guys. That's usually an indicator that we got a larger population on YouTube, so it's great to see you here, and I hope to see you each and every week.
The same one keeps killing me. That's because she's got 470 health. This zombie's too strong.
Too strong.
Please nerf.
He's a big zombie.
So yeah, it seems like some of these guys just they were supposed to be down on the ground, and they're like, nah, we're good. We don't want to lay down.
Yeah, they're not having it.
We're just gonna hang out.
Don't even worry
Oh, it's a
about
gun. I thought he was holding a camera.
No, it's actually a super soaker, and it's full of Kool-Aid. That's why the floor looks like that. I'm down, guys. That's what's happening.
Way too heavy to take with me, but I gotta save all the artwork.
Too heavy to take with you. You know what? If
There's
you
an-
can't take it, nobody can.
There's
Destroy
an
it.
Elevator.
kidding. Never seen this weirdness, Holly Voxel says.
Ooh. Yeah, I think it's just something maybe with what
You know
version
what-
did you make it in? Because I'm in 0.6.5.
And you're still in the 2021 update. Is there another one since then?
Well, that's the year. So it's that number after the 0.6.5 is 2021 May
Okay.
14th, 1300
right.
hours.
I'm just looking at the last numbers there.
7075561.
Yeah,
And that's more like a
actually-
hex code, I think.
Right.
Like that's the actual that's the
When you go to
technical
install,
version number.
it'll say, like mine says parenthesis 454-7075561, and so that's the actual indicator for if you're on the current release. So you're good.
I can't read it. What does it say? It says oh.
Several people just
I
played
took
with
it.
no issue. Interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's my computer for whatever reason.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it's just being strange.
Hmm.
Can I take the frog?
Frog looks like it should be taken, but also that it should never be touched because it's a living creature.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare
Well,
you?
I think so. So, is it possible that you used the animated asset behavior and you tried to make it an idle, or not idle, but like a still frog, so it's not moving? Because that would kind of indicate to me that maybe the animated asset behavior is glitching up for me right now, which could also be why it's not posing certain characters as in the dead pose. That would be my guess. Okay, guess we're going down. Oh, there's the door. Couldn't find it. All right, hackety slack. Oh, she hits hard. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to re-dead you. Oh, okay. Fine. We'll go back. Try jumping on the frog. I don't think so. Did you reduce the brightness to play this game?
Dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Dun, dun.
wait, I was going to
Dun,
check
dun.
on the frog. Can I jump on the frog? I doubt it. Can? Oh. Well, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I collected it.
Oh.
Oh. So you can change those collection things to interact, collect, so you don't have somebody jump in a way that would make them clip through things. Leave me alone. She's too strong. Did I get her? Okay, she's
You
gone.
ever get a DMCA flag off of a single word? Run.
Yeah, all these people are just chilling. Does the weeping angel come alive?
Sure hope not.
Yeah.
First person mode made me have motion sickness. Yeah, I mean that can be an especially bad problem if you have low frame rates and first person, because I've noticed you kind of when you're moving around there is a bit of motion blur, so you'll want to kind of. Alex makes it worse. He's like, wiggle.
Well, no, I was just trying to see if there was actual motion
I'm
blur.
just
I
kidding.
don't think there's actually motion blur. There might be.
Yeah, it's not an effect. It's more just like frame. What do you call it? Like there's no transitory frames between them to make it seem smoother.
My frame rate's lower than your frame rate,
Teeny.
also. So mine caps at 60, and you're on a higher frame rate screen. So.
Sure.
But yeah, I can understand why I guess I died again. In general, the first person combat definitely needs work on the sandbox here. So right now the first person experience is exactly the same as the third person experience, with the camera basically put inside the head of the character.
Sure.
Which is not the correct way technically to do first person, which is why sometimes when people say like, oh, why can't you make the game have multiplayer, well, you didn't toggle the multiplayer button. Like, so it's more complicated than that, and the same is true for first person versus third person, and the same is true for VR. You have to account for the difference in the way people perceive things in a first person versus a third person setup. So
Absolutely.
Hand melee combat is a lot easier to understand in third person. Even when I played like Skyrim, I never used melee combat in first person ever, because it just felt bad.
Well, just to your point about that, like if you ever played the game Mirror's Edge, I think that's the closest thing that I would say to coming to melee combat that seemed like it makes sense. But in order for first person to work, essentially, like everything you see in the frame right here, my whole part of my head and body and shoulders, you would have to cut that off the avatar and then slide the camera into that slot so that when you swing with the sword, you actually see the arm in first person, right? Because you're not getting that first person view without that. So in order for an avatar to be compatible in both environments, now essentially you've got the camera, like the camera's right here, right?
What kind of museum is this? Like the basement of this museum is
full of acid and zombies
and advanced military grade computers. And it has a helicopter landing pad on top too, which was this really a museum or was this a military art storage facility for
it's
like Indiana
you remember
Jones?
in Indiana Jones, yeah, where the Germans stole all the cool, like the Ark of the Covenant was just in a warehouse somewhere. That's where we're at,
Well,
it's a
that's the
curated
funny
warehouse.
thing. Yeah. That's the funny thing. So the Germans were trying to take all that stuff, which they did do in real life, but it's the warehouses in America. At the end of the movie, that all gets stored in like the United States government warehouse. It belongs in a museum.
You belong in a museum, Ezreal from League of Legends.
Okay, so I think that's the stairway from, yeah. That's the way we didn't go. Oop, there we go. Let's see. Can I? Another issue with first person, it's easy to push your face through doors without actually opening them.
Yep. And again, that's with relation to the current environment where the camera is set in front of the face instead of cutting the whole head off.
Yeah,
and putting the camera there.
I think for whatever reason the animated behavior is bugging out because the door on that fridge keeps opening and closing.
Yeah.
Get the zombie. Get the zombie. Why isn't the zombie fighting back?
Who cares? Beat him up. You know. Don't let him.
Oh
fight.
no.
Oh, now they're fighting. You asked for it, Alex. You said, "Why isn't the zombie pirate fighting?" Dead.
It's Carmen Sandiego. That's the best answer. It's Carmen Sandiego's hideout.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were making a joke about karma, but calling it Carmen Sandiego. That's right.
Karma, Carmen Sandiego.
Karma chameleon, you know.
I wonder if Rockapella ever did that. I can't stop walking through the boxes so I can hit you. Did I get it? Hey, I got it. Okay. I feel like, whoa. What did? Oh. I got very disoriented because the camera got pushed into this wall, and I could see the other side of the wall, but I wasn't. That's a nope. I'm not. No. Nope. 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 Nope.
Do it.
Nope.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
No.
Do it.
Where's the? There was another zombie in here that I didn't finish off.
How are you going to save all the precious artwork?
If you don't kill all the giant spiders.
Don't fight the Resident Evil dog and giant spiders.
Oh, there's a giant artwork.
Run.
Where'd the dog go?
Hey! Don't worry about it, Alex. You know? Don't stress about the fact that dog could be behind you at any moment.
That makes the first person a lot scarier.
Oh, hey. What's up, dog? How you doing?
It's a zombie wolf.
Zomboy wolf right here. Taking a bite out of crime because you're a thief.
I'm an art thief. I'm Carmen Sandiego.
Is Carmen Sandiego a thief?
Yeah. Where were you in the 90s?
Oh, I don't know. I just always assumed she was like a spy.
No, she's stealing famous landmarks like the nose off of the Sphinx and the Leaning Tower of Pisa and all sorts of like historical. It was a geography game show, and you played the gumshoes, the detectives chasing Carmen Sandiego around the world.
She ran off. She ran off with Where's Waldo guy. You know what I mean? And they just were hidden away forever together. That's all I. Well.
No.
There it is.
Let me out.
That will go away when you save all the artwork, presumably.
Why does it get dark? What? There's darkness blocks in here. Oh. I was like, why did it suddenly get creepily dark in here?
Dun, dun.
Good grief, it's impossible to see.
Only you can see the whites of their eye. How do you know which lands will be on sale tomorrow?
No,
The Daggers TV over on Twitch. If you go to
get off me.
This
it killed me.
Medium.com article right here that I put in the chat.
Good
I reached
grief,
the character
that
limit.
link.
I reached the character limit. Who made this link? Who made this link?
Okay, I think you could just take the ID token off the end.
ID token. Yeah. It's very long. So 1 second.
Just
1 second. Blame medium. You know what I mean? Let's see if it
Weighing down
did,
heavy on
did
me.
Okay. Fixed long link, now normal size. I got rid of my individual token ID. So that article right here, when you click on it and you scroll down, it says wave number 1, and it has the logos of the partners for that wave. It has the prices, which should be universal throughout each of the waves, but it regardless says wave 1 on that table. And then you can scroll up kind of, or you can go to the map on Sandbox.game, find where those logos are. Now you know that zone there inside that highlighted white border will be on sale this week. And then next week and the next week, each one of those laid out by the partners for each week. Statues on the first floor, Holly Voxel said.
What? I thought the statues were too big to carry.
Voxel Blaze, good morning. All the way over in Australia. Welcome to the stream. Everyone is doing some gaming. It's gaming time. It's time to play game. As soon as this stream is over, I'm going to go play the game some more because I got to keep reviewing this content.
This one?
Want to make sure.
Ah.
Oh, do. You did it. Get to the vault. I bet you the vault is the room with the spiders.
Yeah, no, because the door said I needed to collect all the artwork first. So the spiders won't chase me because they're in blocks right now. A way that you can get around this, I think, is if you leave a layer, the bottom layer of blocks, empty. So it'll almost that's what I did in the Halloween map that I made last year.
Yeah.
Was that it almost made the floor look misty because you're seeing the backside of the bottom of the block. So right in the middle of the screen, your first layer of blocks would be empty, and then from your second up would be full of your cloudy blocks, and it should still obscure the vision the same way. The floor will just be a little bit more visible, and I think the enemies will still chase you that way. But I'm actually okay. So they killed me. I kind of wanted to see how bad I can break this if I
Just everything.
Well, because I see zombies wandering around, and it says kill all the zombies, and there's definitely zombies that I haven't killed yet. So let's see where I can go.
Oh, we've jumped on this building lots of times, Alex.
Yeah. Classic zombie. Ugh. Classic zombie's a little jerk.
They're gonna get you. They hurt. They hurt, and you are weak. You know that's a shame. Being a civilian. Being a civilian is a shame. All right, let's see. The Daggers TV says, "Is there a way to earn sand besides making NFTs/games? When the game releases, you can play the game. That's a great way to earn some sand. Just play. Have some fun in these games. Games that are compatible with seasonal content will earn your faction rewards. And at the end of the season, you'll get sand as a reward. That said,
Come on.
They are also asking a learn to earn. We don't have such a program yet, but that's an interesting idea. That said, if you're learning, then you're probably creating the NFTs/games or influencer program. There is something sort of akin to an influencer program in that we have an ambassadors program directly. So if you're already engaged and you're a standout sort of person in the community who's helping people regularly, you may be eligible for the ambassadors program. But again, that is more reserved for people who already show that they are emotionally invested in the sandbox. They want to help people. They're intrinsically motivated, not extrinsically motivated. So then we can give them those kinds of... What, Alex?
Extrinsically motivated? Is that a real word?
Yes.
Is
Intrinsically is to say that you're motivated on your own without need for incentive. Extrinsic means that you would not be motivated without incentive regardless. So, like, if you're not given, in this example, sand, then you might lose all motivation, right?
I mean, etymologically, that totally makes sense. Just, I've never heard anybody say that before. I've never heard that word in my entire life, at least not that I can remember. It's some people have mentioned to me before that it's really cool when like birds pass overhead and you can see the shadow. And what I really like is when the shadows get cast between bars on stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Just looks cool. Okay, so I had a thought.
Uh-oh.
How do I get back into the museum if all the zombies are dead? To get down to the vault. Is there a door? Did I jump off the roof for no reason? There is a door. Can I get in? No, it's got the do not enter sign. Is a window broken, maybe? Boom, word knowledge. So. You know, it's funny. I had a boss at a previous job. Oh, there's some there's a ladder. That's how I get back.
Hey, look at that arrow pointing up. Ha ha!
Nice.
No pitfalls here. Ha ha!
Oh, there's a. That's where this door goes. I tried opening it before and it didn't do anything, so that's cool. I had a boss who said, "Why do we say reiterate? Because you never iterate something." And I was like, "We iterate things all the time." Like to iterate is like the normal word. He was so adamant that reiterate was dumb because we don't iterate, and I was just like, no, I'm pretty sure iterate's a real word.
Very commonly used word. Yes, we're gonna iterate on this. You could reiterate, but
is this Holly?
How does he not know that's the word?
Is this supposed to be Holly?
I think that's Holly's avatar. Yeah.
Huh. Hi, Holly.
Secrets, Easter eggs.
Love it.
Okay. Patrick McGross. Do you work with Atari? They seem to have developed NFTs for the Sandbox. We do have a big Atari partnership. It's one of the first. In fact, they were investing in the Sandbox well before we had products like this that are functional, frankly. So if you want to check out all the spaces where they will have experiences, just head over to the map, and on nearly the bottom right, you'll be able to see giant Atari logos, Pong, Roller Coaster Tycoon World, and many more spaces. Atari's all over the map down there as a featured partner during what we called then the Moon Sale event. And the current land sale is similar to the Moon Sale in that during the Moon Sale, we released lands incrementally over the course of multiple days that we had announced altogether. We're doing the same thing now where every Thursday, and this is in about 14 and a half hours from now, we will be opening new lands for sale. So if you're interested, if you're liking what you're seeing, if you think you can make a great game and you want to have a place to publish it on, then check that out.
I was going to ask you, Andy, if that was your house. And then a zombie in the corner surprised me and I smacked it around.
The zombie was Andy.
That was going to be my question.
After a long day of work, brains, get out of here.
Okay, there was a
Brr.
zombie that killed me. Is this it? Oh, these female zombies, they hit so hard. Oh, there is a healer over here. And heal me. See, like right now, I can't really tell what I'm doing.
Greenview Media, you're so lucky for them to be. Wait, are they 6 a.m. for me too? I can't remember. Yeah, I guess it is 6 a.m. for me right now. Yes.
6 a.m. is like 6 a.m. for me is like 1 a.m. for other people.
Yeah. Yeah, you do stay up late regularly.
Yeah.
But it's good, sometimes you get that.
I would
prefer that nice peace and quiet.
A 3 a.m. sale to a 6 a.m. sale.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah, for you it's a 9 a.m. sale, so you're lucky. you get a nicer time. For me, it's a weird time where in order to live stream tonight, I'm actually just gonna have to stay up because otherwise I risk going like alarm. No, yeah. So when I
Speaking
am,
of
it'll be
zombies,
nearly 7 a.m. and Joe is gonna be woo, really excited. Got like a case of Red Bull down here, being we're gonna be here for you. We're gonna be energetic, having fun, making sure that you do get to land, or the best possible chance of getting to land. So, all right, there we go. Loy says, "I'm gonna pull an all-nighter too. Won't let those lands slip." Interesting. Cool.
Poke. Nope. The random people who are not lying dead on the ground makes it harder to find the actual zombies. And I know that's not Holly Voxel's fault. It's whatever's going on with my game maker right now. Yeah. So Atari assets. I made a few of those, and then our lead concept artist Tibble made most of the rest of them. And then we have a few other artists, Rafa, Benji, Gatastow, who's sometimes here in the chat, helped with a bunch of those. I'm trying to think if any of the other artists worked on the Atari project, or the Atari assets. But yeah, we have a lot more in store for Atari, so if you like Atari stuff, stay tuned. This looks like a place that I could fall down and not come back up. I'm not going to try it because I don't want to get stuck this far through. I am just having a hard time. The sword flashing in front of my eyes actually hurts a little bit, which I know is not part of the game. I'm not supposed to have a sword, but those female zombies, man, they will mess you up.
Alex is a cheater, folks. Kidding.
Well, we could also sit here for another 5 hours while I just respawn over and over again. I think they just need their HP turned down a little bit because without any weapons in the game, it makes them take forever to kill.
It's just fun.
Which, speaking of things that take forever to kill, I think on Saturday, there is a tutorial that I want to share. I'm not sure if it's the best timing for the tutorial because I think it's really cool and it could be useful for some people. But while we still have all these Game Jam games to play, I'm kind of feeling like Saturday should be another gameplay day.
I agree.
So
what do you guys think in the chat?
Yeah.
You think we should just play more of your games on Saturday?
If it makes it easier to decide, maybe it'll make it harder to decide. I don't know. The tutorial is going to be about how to set up boss fights. So I figured out a cool way to set up boss fights with large enemies. So
Stadler says you play my game. Significance says yes.
I kind of figured people would want us to play games.
It's looking like, hey,
let's play some games.
But I do like the idea of the boss fight because I did have a user message me really late in the contest. It was probably like
that was cool.
3 or 4 days left in the contest, and they were like, "I'm doing this thing, but my big bad boss at the end just dies too fast." And so I was like, "Hey, well, how about you set a trigger that when it dies, 3 spawn, and then when those 3 die, 9 spawn." And then they were like, "Whoa." I'm like, there you go. Now it's super hard, like whatever it is. And it's kind of glitchy, so it makes sense. Like, I didn't play the game. I just blindly threw that out there, and they were like, heck yeah. So we'll see when I get to that game. I haven't yet got to it, but how that
the spiders in the basement probably count as zombies, don't they? I'm like running around looking for more zombies, and I haven't fought the ones that are kind of like obvious. Yeah, so doing something like that can work. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've tried doing this. I'm pretty sure that we can heal based on tags. So you can send a heal message to a boss. So you could have a boss that like auto regenerates health potentially. I haven't tested that out. That's something that we could play around with when we're that would. The tutorial's not very long at all. It's a pretty short concept. It was something that I tried out in like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, this is good, because it's really a solution for when you have big enemies that have really big bounding boxes, where you have a hard time feeling like you're close enough to actually hit them, to know where to hit them, and also it can introduce multiple levels of health when you're attacking this way. So it was kind of a solution for all of those issues, but we could also cover things like healing bosses, and you can also set the healer behavior to heal enemies, because by default it says like avatar and friendlies or something like that, and you can have it so it will heal only enemies. So you can have it heal any tag that you want. So if you want to have like an enemy knight who's being healed by a wizard or something, you could do that totally. But that's kind of the expected way to do it with the behaviors as they're set up. What we're looking at is more cool ways to do parent-child relationships with the assets, so that way you create different zones that you can attack and damage in different ways. So that's
All right.
just a thought.
I want to.
Oh, these spiders are easy.
Real quick.
These spiders are easy.
First of all, Sketicus asks, "What the heck is the Sandbox?" I've never heard of it. The Sandbox is many things, but first and foremost, it is a game design and asset creation platform where you can make anything that your mind kind of comes up with, regardless of the game. As our tools are being actively developed, you'll see in the top right behind that scrolling text that we are in version 0.6.5 of this game making software, meaning this is a constantly updating and evolving tool for you to make games completely free. You don't just have to make games, though. You can essentially make anything. And I'm going to transition that right into the Daggers TV question, where you asked, is the editor geared towards action adventure, or could I design a farming game with little to no workarounds? Currently, the game is designed to be an RPG action adventure sort of game design platform, but our tools are constantly evolving. You can see on our plans that we've had made public through the white paper that we intend to have this tool evolve over time. It's very easy to make an action RPG, but we've had people make tower defense games. We've had people make all sorts of different things in previous Game Jam events, and we are just now reviewing games from Game Jam number 4 using these tools. We've had Who Wants to Be a Millionaire got created with, and there's like RNG mechanics that have been built by users just with the tools that we have. That said, as time goes along, we will later be implementing the bats. We will be implementing visual scripting down the road. So we'll have some preset scripts that you can kind of move around and arrange them with like if-then sort of functions. That will be much easier at that point. And then later, even still, we will have the option for you to do full coding, so you can make whatever you want. But those are down the road a bit. Again, we are not in version 1.0 yet, so the tools are evolving and improving regularly.
I just saw Andy Ritchie's message. You're not going to find all the zombies. Holly made some difficult Easter eggs to find them. Great. I only died 13 times. Felt like a lot more than that. All right. Well, we are 37 minutes overtime. So I know that Joseph and I have a lot of games to play through and other stuff to get to regarding the land sale and fun stuff coming up. So as much as I could sit and play these games all day, and have done that before on stream for the last game jam.
Yeah.
Joseph and I were trading off 24-hour stream sessions. We've got to run. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Holly, for sharing your game. Thank you, Smobbler Studios, for sharing your game. Hopefully we can get that working better next time. I'm not sure what's up with my game player right now, game maker right now, that's making it glitch up stuff, because it seems to be on my end. So maybe we just need a fresh install or something. And sorry we weren't able to get to everybody's games, but we will get to them eventually. So
there are dozens and dozens, and we're
So
playing
we're
them right
60?
now. I am staying off stream for this particular run because there are so many games that I can just save a little bit of time by not doing the fun full narration. But I may end up doing that later and just publishing them over on YouTube, like Let's Plays.
There we go.
For your games, just for the
This
fun
is
of it.
ripe Let's Play environment. If you want to be a
There's so
Sandbox
much
Let's
right
Play,
now.
there's like
you're
50
doing that-
games here that you could play for Let's Plays.
Yes.
Do
They're
it.
Pretty much all of them are tagged as game glitch, I think. Yeah, game jam glitch. We've got out of the dozens and dozens of submissions, almost each and every one of them say game jam glitch to start the title in the gallery. So, if you're producing that content and you're making Let's Plays and you're doing the voiceover things and you're having some fun with it, share it with us. I'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks so much. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Joseph. Have a great
That's good.
rest of your week, everybody.
Oh, that one was too hard. That was too hard.
That was too aggressive.
That was too hard.
Just a little bit. There
Try
we
to be
go.
nice. Try to be nice. Try to be chill.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. We will see you next
See you later.
time.
Party time. Oh yeah.